The reason we're here today, obviously, is to protest against the ANZCCART conference. For those of you who don't know, ANZCCART stands for the Australia and New Zealand Council for the Care of Animals in Research and Teaching. They're Australia and New Zealand's biggest pro-vivisection lobby group. They represent all the major institutions in Australia and New Zealand that do experiments on animals. So in New Zealand that includes ag research, all the major universities and a whole lot of private companies as well. As you may have heard, the conference was going to be starting today at 1:30 across the road here at the National Library, but they ran away. ANZCCART do not like publicity, and they did not like the idea of us being outside the venue for 2 or 3 days, and they did not like the idea of the media being there as well. So 2 weeks ago they suddenly announced they'd cancelled the venue over there, and since then they've gone into hiding. At this stage we don't know where they are, but we know they are meeting in Wellington sometime this afternoon to start. We will find them, but until then, some of you might be disappointed that we're not going to get to yell at the vivisectors today, but it is a victory. The fact that they've run away, it is a victory.
There is no other activity in New Zealand, no other government-funded activity than the SIS, which is so shrouded in secrecy, than animal experimentation. 3/4 of the experiments on animals that are conducted in New Zealand are conducted with taxpayer funding. They're government-funded research, and yet we cannot work out, even myself as a Member of Parliament and animal welfare spokesperson, we cannot work out what experiments are being conducted in New Zealand or for what purpose. We cannot work out whether they won't even tell me how much money is being spent on animal experimentation, much less what experiments are being conducted or why. There is an excessive cloak of paranoid secrecy surrounding animal experimentation in New Zealand. And what we have to remember is that experimenting on animals and causing them to suffer breaches the basic values of civilised society. It also is in contradiction to the Animal Welfare Act, which stipulates that humans should not knowingly cause animals to suffer. So it is incredibly controversial that scientists are able to knowingly cause animals to suffer, and we are entitled as taxpayers, as citizens of New Zealand, to find out why they are conducting these experiments, for what purpose, and why in particular are they causing, in the last year, more than 1,600 animals were subjected to very severe suffering. Now, in the European Union, they have prohibited very severe suffering, and most civilised nations don't allow animal experimenters, to cause very severe suffering to animals. So why are they doing this in New Zealand? Why are they permitted to do this? We have 46 animal ethics committees which approve the research on animals. They are surrounded in secrecy. I have drawn up a bill, a private member's bill, which would require openness and transparency in animal experimentation. It would require the researchers to say what they're doing, to publicise the results and explain to us what is going on in secret in laboratories all around New Zealand. It's saying to them, you have to be accountable. There must be some public scrutiny of what is going on in New Zealand. Unfortunately, it hasn't been selected from the ballot yet. I'm hoping that it will, and we are totally committed to ending this excessive secrecy as a first step, to having utter transparency. We're also committed to saying that there should be no animal research unless it can be utterly justified that there is no alternative to it. As you know, only 11% of the research is for medical research. Most of it is for, well, God knows what it's for, but presumably it's for agricultural research. Totally unacceptable, and the Green Party, we're completely behind you. We salute Mark Eden and Dr. Michael Morris, all of you who have been so adamant, who have been doing the research over all of these years, and trying to bring some accountability and some scrutiny to this excessively secret animal experimentation that is taking place in New Zealand. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Sue.